Hello there. Um, my name is Jenga Mbogwa, and I'm the founder of Knowledge In. In this video today, we're going to be talking about the buying and selling of Bitcoins. Says you can online, and then once you after videos about trading Bitcoins, there are so many videos. You see, there's so much information, especially trading Bitcoins in Kenya, maybe like trading Bitcoins using M-Pesa. There's so much information, and you might end up even getting confused. But let me say that trading Bitcoin is a real thing. There's a real business that guys are doing out there. There's so many guys who are relying on this. But the problem is you'll never get the right information because the people who make these videos, they just make the videos itu juju peke yake. You know, you don't get to know exactly the real deal of whatever it is that is happening behind the scenes. So when it comes to trading Bitcoins, the first thing you have to ask yourself, just like any other product that unaweza kuwa unauza, lazima ujiulize ama lazima kwanza uelewe who are you selling these products to. So in this case, who are you selling the Bitcoins to? These people who are selling the Bitcoins to, why do they want to buy those Bitcoins in the first place? What is it in them? Why are they willing to spend money buying those Bitcoins from you? So that is something that you must make sure first of all you understand, and that is what you're going to be discussing, because once you understand why people buy Bitcoins, then that's when you'll understand the whole business around the buying and reselling of Bitcoins, because it's just like any other product. There's demand and there's supply, so you just come in to be the supplier, you see. And you also have to understand how do you get the Bitcoins cheaply so that you can resell to these people and then make a profit. Those are the things we're going to be discussing in this video. So the first thing I want to mention, I want us to discuss right now, is why do people buy Bitcoins? You see, why do people buy Bitcoins? So there are two reasons why people buy Bitcoins. The first reason is to invest. There are guys who will buy Bitcoins and then as a whole, hoping that later on the price is going to increase and then he's going to resell those Bitcoins at a profit. That is the first reason. And the guys usually do that tend to buy, Bitcoins are 2,000 shillings and then someone will hold waiting for the price to increase. Now, those are guys who will buy a lot of Bitcoins. Now, there's another group of people who also buy Bitcoins, and these are the group of people that now we take advantage of. These are guys who are buying a small amount of Bitcoins to go and pay for a certain product or to pay for a certain service. In most countries out there, for example, especially the developed countries, Europe, Asia, and the Americas, there are so many websites that are now giving people the option of checking out using Bitcoins. And what happens is you find that sometimes they'll have offers where they say that if you pay with Bitcoins for a certain product or for a certain service, then you get an X amount of discount. So what happens is you find there are so many people who mtu ameenda kununua kitu kwa website, then they want to check out, then they realize, no, if I check out with Bitcoins, I'm going to save X amount of money. For example, there's a website here. You see there's a website that sells, I think these are betting odds, if I'm not wrong. And you can see here they have the option of betting in crypto. So somebody is going to think, instead of like placing my own money in the bet, why don't I go get X amount of Bitcoins? For example, Bitcoins worth around 2,000, $20, $30, or 3,000 shillings. I come and bet with those Bitcoins, you see. Then, if you also look at this website here, this is an electronic shop. Okay, not just electronics, but they also sell so many things. You can see they sell so many of these electronic devices, computers, cameras, blah, 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 all those things. But now the interesting part is, once you come to the checkout, do you see? You're supposed to pay using Bitcoins, right? They're allowing you to pay for these products using Bitcoins. So somebody is going to come to this website, then they're going to realize, depending on the value of Bitcoin at that particular point, ujamaa atakuja realize, if I pay with Bitcoins, I'm going to save X amount of money than if I went and bought it using dollars. So this person is going to decide, let me rush. They go to a certain website, for example, like Paxful.com. Then they convert whatever money they have into Bitcoins. Maybe they're going to get slightly higher value in Bitcoins because of the value of the Bitcoins at that particular moment. Then they're going to come back to this website, and then they're going to check out. You see. So these are the kind of people who need these Bitcoins. Then we have this website here. These are tours and travel website. You pay for hotel bookings, you pay for tickets, airline tickets, activities, and they allow you to pay using Bitcoins, as you can see here. So somebody is going to do their maths. They're going to realize, based on the value of bitcoins, if they pay using bitcoins, they're going to save X amount of money. So before they pay, they'll come to they'll come to Paxful, buy a certain amount of bitcoins, maybe bitcoins worth 55k. I mean $50, bitcoins worth $30, whatever amount they need. Then they're going to go and pay for that website. So I wanted to show you why there's an actual need for bitcoins, why people need bitcoins. That way you know why you'll be selling bitcoins to these people. So what do you do? So on Paxful, you buy bitcoins in bulk at a lower price, and then you resell to these people in retail, kidogo. So bitcoins are 1,000, bitcoins are 2,000, bitcoins are 3,000, bitcoins are 4,000. That is what you do. So you buy in bulk, zikuwa mingi, then you come resell to these people. At Knowledge In, you have created a course about Bitcoin trading, and some of the things you're going to see once you go to the course that we have is that we are going to teach you, things like, so how do you set your prices when you're selling to attract these people? How do you buy the bitcoins at a low? How do you buy them low at a low price, and then you resell at a certain margin? Because one of the things you're going to realize with Paxful, Paxful is going to allow you to sell the bitcoins at a profit, and that is where now the business is. That is where now you make money by selling. So you buy the bitcoins low, and then you resell to these people kidogo, at a certain amount of profit. As you can see, Paxful is available all over the world. So in the course, we have described to you exactly who do you buy the bitcoins from. As long as you're going to buy the bitcoins, like at a certain amount, like kiwango fulani, mingi kidogo, they're going to sell you at a cheap price, and then you're going to come resell to these guys at a certain profit. And that is where now the business is. That is how guys make money. You buy low, and then you resell to these people kidogo. If you want to get this training, we have this training that is available at Knowledge In. In the course, we have discussed certain things. For example, we are discussing about creating and verifying your Paxful account. We're also going to talk about why do people buy bitcoins in depth, and how you can sell to them. We are going to talk about how do you buy bitcoins in M-Pesa, with M-Pesa. If you want to buy those bitcoins locally for you to resell, then you can buy. How do you buy these bitcoins with M-Pesa? Then we're going to talk about setting a buy offer. So how do you, if for example you want to buy the bitcoins much lower than whatever most people are selling, there's a way you can set a certain buy offer. That way, if somebody is willing to sell you really fast and you're selling at a good, and you're buying them in good quantity, these guys will come and sell to you because unapatia biashara haraka, you see. Then you're going to talk about selling bitcoins through M-Pesa. We're also going to talk about setting your markups and your profits. So how do you buy and how do you set your profits for you to make some reasonable money out of it? We're going to talk about how to avoid getting scammed. How do you avoid getting scammed? And then you're going to talk about how to deal with customers. There's a market, there are so many people selling, so there has to be ways that you deal with your customers to make sure they're always coming back to buy from you. And then you're going to talk about startup capital, like how much money do you need to start, how much money do you need for you to make, for example, X amount. If you want to make, like, let's say 1,000 shillings every single day, how much money do you need to start? You're also going to talk about how to find good buyers. How to find the right people to supply you with bitcoins. There are so many guys all over the world, so how do you find the right people to supply you with bitcoins at the right price? This is a very detailed course that we've created. It's very long because we discuss so many things inside there, and it's a course that is going to help you if you're looking for a side hustle. If you want something you can just be doing like once in a while, you make 1k, you make 2,000 shillings, you make 3,000 shillings, then there's something that you're going to find interesting. There's nothing more in-depth out there than what we've created, and once you go to the website, once you follow the link that I've put up in the description, you're going to realize that that is one of the most detailed courses out there that talks about trading, buying and reselling of bitcoins at a profit in Kenya. Link iko hapo chini.